All right. I can check to see what people are saying. Cool. All right. We're in. Let me just check to make sure. Cool. All right. Sorry for being late. Stuff happened. Had to delay it for like a few minutes, but we're fine. We're here. How do I share this thing? Share via tweet. There we go. All right. I think I did it. I'm not sure if I really did, but here goes. Oh, here's stuff walking around downstairs. Oh, God. All right. Cool. All right. So here's what's going to happen. I'm recording this space. I'm not going to add any speakers. I'm not going to add any, like, other people to chat with. This is just, well, okay. Essentially, I have an outline for what I want to talk about. Like, I want to talk about, like, why I made the tweet in the first place, like, my reasoning behind it. And basically all the other stuff that I can't really explain in, like, a set of 280 characters in a tweet or whatever. Like, that's really the whole purpose of this space. Just explaining, like, my side of the story, why I did that. All right. And I made an entire outline for it with, like, 8 points, and it's made, when the hell did I make this? Like, the 29th? Yeah, the 29th, and I haven't looked at it until now. So if things are a mess, we know who to blame. It's my 1 a.m. brain. Was this made at 1 a.m.? Hold on. No, it was my 3 o'clock brain going into 9:20. Whatever. Look, point is, I made an outline of stuff that I want to talk about so that I don't get distracted. And I'm not going to be, like, talking to other people or inviting them to speak just because, you know, critical topic and all that. I don't think critical is the right word, but whatever. I guess this also helps in, like, the fact that I can just explain stuff without it feeling, like, forced or whatever. So, yeah, whatever. All right, time to stop stalling. Let's get this done. So, point 1 on this outline, which I have here, like, why I made the tweet in the first place. I really should have put, like, an explanation, but I guess this serves as, like, a history lesson. All right, so why I made the tweet in the first place. So, for those unaware, I got yelled at, like, mid-November for making a tweet that was, like, awful, but I guess I'll explain why. Got water here next to me. So really, this whole mess started by seeing Eric Calloway's tweet, which I think I can pull up, like, somewhere. Hold on. Eric Calloway. Damn it, he doesn't have a Twitter. All right. But yeah, I saw Eric's tweet first of all. That's what started this whole mess. Like, he said, hey, I am the voice of this Asterion program, which, all right, hang on. I need to look and find that tweet just so I know, like, what the hell I'm talking about. And just use it as reference, I think. I think that's a good, like, explanation. Hang on, I gotta scroll a bunch. Where is it? Seriously, where is it? There it is. Yeah, all right. So Eric Calloway's tweet was basically just him mentioning, hey, I am now this upcoming English native AI vocalist. And I was like, AI? That's bad. Like, yeah, I saw the mention of AI and was like, Asterion, who does that? So I went to his profile and he said something about, nope, sorry. He retweeted like the company that it was, Eclipse Sound, and it was mentioning AI, like as like for singers. I got scared of that, thinking, hey, this studio is probably another group of NFT promoters. Like, so that I was already feeling kind of bad about that. So I was thinking, if I make this tweet, people will be convinced that this is a bad product and probably need to stay away from it because of NFT stuff. And so I got to work, drafted the tweet at midnight. No, I drafted the tweet at 11 p.m. What the fuck did I type? I finished it at midnight, but I drafted the tweet at like 11 p.m., published at midnight. So obviously, if I'm publishing tweets at midnight, that's not really like making a whole lot of sense, and we're already off to a bad start. The tweet itself was set up in a way where I wanted to phrase it in a way where it would come off as a call to action to go against this program. That is literally word for word what I wrote down there. Yeah, like literally word for word. By this I mean like, hey, remember like what happened with the NFT voiceover thing that happened a long time ago? This is round two. I don't think AI voiceover stuff should be in the industry. Help me get rid of it. That sort of thinking. And yeah, I kind of just explained the second point here. This was because I was scared the AI program would eventually replace human singers in the future, much like how AI art programs are stealing jobs from artists right now. Yeah, I kind of mentioned that second point already. The third point, the voiceover NFT scam, which I wrote about in here. I'm getting ahead of myself. Jesus. So in that, like, I included like a couple pictures, and I mentioned like the voiceover NFT scam, where like Troy Baker signed with this NFT program. There was a lot of backlash over it, and it was later found out that the voiceover NFT company stole from 15 AI, which is another AI database, which I'm not really comfortable with. So that's what the tweet was about. You know the intentions now, and just I thought it looked good, thought it was fine, hit send, went to bed. The next day I woke up to like, God, I don't even remember the exact number. It was well in the 50s, like 57 notifications. I'm not even sure. But I woke up and a lot of people were upset. I was told that it was not an NFT program, and the devs were strictly against NFTs, which I actually kind of enjoy. Like, I like the fact that they were against NFTs. I'm glad about that. And I was also told that the program was similar to Vocaloid, in which case I asked why a person just couldn't use human singers for the project. Now, human singers are expensive. I will give credit there. But if it's, hang on one second. Sorry about that. I human singers are expensive. That's the point I was going on. Human singers, they are expensive. And so sure, you can't really pay like human singers for your first project. I get that. I totally get that. But in that case, why couldn't a person learn how to sing themselves? There are vocal coaches, there are like singing lessons, breathing exercises, like that sort of stuff, where you can just learn yourself. And I get people can be tone deaf. Like, I don't really have an excuse for that in here anywhere, I don't believe. Like, or an explanation explaining how to get around that. Nope, I don't. Oh well. Yep, that's on me. Totally forgot about the tone deaf people. That's my bad. But yeah, I thinking about it now, like, yeah, I understand why some people can't sing. Like, now that I wrote this, like, now that I'm looking at it again. In which case, yeah, fair. If it's expensive and you can't sing because tone deafness, like, that's fair. I can totally see Vocaloid. being acceptable in those cases. Or just, hire a human singer after saving money, whichever works. I was told that the Vocaloid technology was possible in the 1930s. I actually didn't know that. And doing some research, it's kind of cool. Like, the fact that Vocaloid, like, even though it's not really Vocaloid, so to speak. Hi, Midnight. No, I'm not having anyone speak in the stage today. This is personal stuff. Yeah, no, the fact that Vocaloid has been around since like the 1930s, that's pretty cool. But at the same time, like this was something that people were scared about, that sort of thing. And I was still under the impression of why are people accepting a fact that AI is doing the tuning part of a Vocaloid instead of a person learning how to mix and tune vocals themselves. Why are we having the AI do that job when a person could learn how to do it themselves? There are college classes for that. You could do online tutorials for that. There are a lot of resources. I don't understand that. Sorry. There are a lot of resources that a person could use to help them learn how to mix and tune vocals. It's a pain, sure, but why are we letting AI do that? So, oh well. Like, that was my thinking there. I was also told that the AI program could help replicate human speech. No, it cannot replicate it perfectly. It could be able to replicate it, but each person has like a different dialect, a different manner of speaking, like different accents and refractions in the voice. What the fuck did I type there? Ugh. Yeah, everyone has like a different manner of speaking, so like AI can't really replicate that perfectly. That's what makes it unique. AI will most likely like remove these refractions as sort of like, hey, this is how it's supposed to sound, like a robot, but slightly changed. Yeah, no, like why remove what makes someone sound genuine? Sure, it's clean, sure it's crisp, but like it doesn't feel genuine. Whatever. And I was also told that the person who provided the voice for this database was paid fairly for his work. It's good. It's good that they were paid fairly. But again, using your voice for an AI program, I was also scared that they would end up on a blacklist just for lending their voice towards a database. Because I know that was sort of like an issue when the voiceover NFT thing happened. So, yeah. In response to all that backlash, I wrote a message to someone addressing some of these issues. I actually still have a screenshot of that message somewhere. Let me find it. And I guess I'll just go through this as I read it. Here it is. All right, the message reads, I didn't think it was an NFT scam at all. Hell, I like the fact that the devs are against them. But it's frustrating to see It's frustrating to see people openly accept this program when a human singer could perform just as well as the program, if not better. You mentioned that the AI part is only a specific feature of the program, but that only brings up more questions as to why the studio calls it an AI vocalist, when all the AI does is tune and adjust the vocals. I'm well aware that Vocaloid producers have been using this technology for years now, and I actually like some of these songs. Like, all right, pausing from the letter. Everyone at this point knows that I don't like this Castle account. It's not my main account. That's like one of the worst kept secrets in the world. If you know what it is, you know what it is. Don't tell anyone. Okay? Cool. Like, on my main account, it is nothing but Hatsune Miku art, like fan art, and maybe the occasional song or two. But I really like Vocaloid. Yeah. Going back to the letter. However, I don't like the idea of an AI program automatically tuning and adjusting vocals to sound realistic. Since, see, how the since that's the word. Since each human singer has small fractions in their voice that make them sound genuine. How honestly, I'm glad that you guys have a nice community that supports these vocalists, but labeling it as an AI vocalist when all the AI does is tune and adjust vocals to get as close to realism as possible is the absolute wrong way to do it. I feel like I should break that down into like some stuff. So the first paragraph, the one where I said I was glad that it wasn't an NFT scam. That's great. I love the fact that it's not NFTs. In fact, I'm very glad that the devs are very anti-NFT. That's good. I like that. I still didn't understand why an artificial singer was needed at the time instead of a human singer for a person's projects. I learned that the AI portion was just a specific portion of the Vocaloid software, which is good. It's good. It's good that it's just a specific portion of the AI software, but I still don't understand why it's labeled as an AI vocalist when all the AI part does is tune and mix the singer's vocals. That's what I believed at the time. And I was happy to learn that Vocaloid or other similar techniques have been around for years before Vocaloid became popular. That was something I liked learning. I was still confused since I didn't know why AI was needed for a Vocaloid program in order to sound realistic. I don't know why I wrote don't there. It should be didn't. Whatever. That's what I get for writing an outline like 3 days before this space or whatever. So after I wrote that note, I posted it and said, here's like a more detailed explanation of why I did this. And the response to that was insults. A lot of insults. Those were not fun. I was told that not everyone could hire a vocalist, which, fair point. But why couldn't someone wait to save up money for a vocalist instead of using Vocaloid software? That was something that I asked, because music in general is pretty expensive. You're not going to start out with like being the best. Like, I know digital audio workstations like DAWs, those are expensive. Those are like $400, except for like Reaper, which is like 60. Hey, hold on. What is the price of FL Studio versus Ableton? Like, those are like the two big ones. Hold on. FL Studio is... Shut up. I don't want cookies. Buy now. Let's see. $99. Wait, really? That can't be right. $99 for FL Studio. That's really cool. Oh, all plugins edition is 500. Yes, so 500 there. And Ableton, which I need to do that for. Ableton is... I can't find it. Where is it? Hold on. Shop. Here we go. Live is the software. 99, 449, 749. So it's pretty expensive. It's pretty expensive. Obviously not right now because there's a sale going on as of the space. So yeah. So, and again, those are just DAWs. I didn't even cover like the price of microphones, the price of like marketing sort of thing. If you really like to do marketing, I don't. So yeah, and honestly, I can see why people would want to go with Vocaloid software when they start out. Like, if you go for Vocaloid software, though, one of the downsides is it will be hard to stop doing Vocaloid songs once you start to pick up traction. So if you want to have songs with human singers, it kind of draws an audience away because they are most likely to see you as a Vocaloid producer and not someone producing songs with human singers, which I'm not really sure how that really works out all that much. And again, not a whole lot of people can expect to instantly find success. That was another point that I wrote here. So, yeah, I kind of touched on this. Someone stated that the Nyan Cat meme was a Vocaloid song. God, I hope I pronounced that correctly. Yeah, it is actually a Vocaloid song. I did some research, and it was. Like, it technically is a Vocaloid song. Hatsune Miku did sing that, which I actually didn't know. The meme was sold as an NFT, so that kind of invalidates the point, but I actually didn't know that it was Hatsune Miku singing that, so hey, the more you know. Sold for $600,000 as an NFT. Why the hell did I write that? Whatever. Probably something to bring up a point about how NFTs suck, but whatever. I feel like that's not really relevant, I guess. Whatever. Someone did link a video about this exact topic and was made almost 7 years ago. Yeah, someone did link something from Odessa. I think that's their name. No. Okay, hold on. No. I need to remember this. It's audio. How do I spell it? No? Huh. Hang on, let me find that tweet again. Because I know, like, how it's pronounced. It's pronounced audio, like, audio project. That makes sense. But, like, I can't really remember what the hell it is. Hold on. It's in here. It's in, like, the mentions somewhere. Where is it? Seriously, there it is. Yeah, with someone by the name of Monitor, M0N1TOR. Yeah, that's the video. Yeah, it was made like 7 years ago, which I watched and was like, cool. It was made 7 years ago, so I get why people would think that my whole crusade, like why I have a crusade against Vocaloid. Like I could see why they have like an like a counterpoint. Which I never really had a crusade. I was just, I don't really know how to explain it. So yeah, so I watched that video. It was a short 2-minute video. I liked it. And someone did mention, like, if this thing was, like, robots are not meant to replace human singers, which, cool. That was 7 years ago. This is now. Think of the context. And also in that video, I want to point out, like, one word that I saw in there that I need to explain more. According to the video, robots have this thing called artificiality, which is good. A Vocaloid song doesn't need to have realistic sounding vocals in order to be popular. In fact, if the listener knows that the song is produced by a robot, then it adds some sort of charm to the song. Think Hatsune Miku, think Lin, think Rin, think... I gotta look up a list. Vocaloid characters, sure, why not? Yeah, let me just pull up a list here. Not Len, not Rin, I already did all of you guys. What's another Vocaloid that people are, like, cool with, great with, like, no much? Gumi's on there. Yeah, Gumi songs are also good. I'm trying to think of ones that I've heard before that I see on this list. Man, I really don't listen to a lot of Vocaloids, huh? And again, personal preference might influence that, but whatever. But yeah, like, that's what draws Vocaloids, like, that's the appeal of them. That's, like, what makes it popular. Like, it doesn't have to sound realistic. It has to sound, like, good. If people know that it is, like, sung by a robot, if it's, like, in the right setting, then sure, people can like it. It does add that charm. If it has realistic vocals, however, it loses that charm of being, artificial. And it doesn't really sound believable. Another thing that I want to mention in that video is that robots can never sound like humans, but real humans cannot sound like a Vocaloid singer. Like, that was, like, it's mostly taken from that video. Like, that quote is taken from that video. Like, mostly. But I did, like, change the ending. So, real humans, they can't really sound like artificial. I get that. And robots can never sound like humans. That was said 7 years ago. That's what makes them, like, have their charm. What else? people have said that the original post was designed to slander the Vocaloid community when I never intended that to be the case. Yeah. Honestly, I was confused, like, when people said, hey, this thing is slandering the Vocaloid community and the Eclipse Studios community, please delete it. I was confused about that until someone pointed it out to me. Let me see what they did. Let me see what they... How do I... Where's the thing? It was... Let me find it. Yeah, here we go. Found it. You pointed out that we managed to harass a crypto scam off the platform and then called this round 2. Yeah, that was my bad. I honestly didn't think about it beforehand, like how it would be harassment until that guy pointed it out, like Kessara. Yeah, totally my bad. And I can't even defend myself. That tweet was made at like midnight, so whatever. Like, you know what? I'll take that hit. I don't care. I'll own up to it. So sure. After that tweet and thread really was deleted, I made a blanket apology where I didn't really apologize. I did apologize for the main tweet in that blanket apology, but I didn't really give up that stance of AI shouldn't replace human singers thing, which I think a lot of people still got mad over. Let me check. Where the hell is it? I gotta scroll a bunch. There it is. And someone did say, like, this fear has been happening since, like, 2004. You know what? Fair. But, again, I got more insults because of that, so I was like, whatever, it's not even worth it. I know for a fact that throughout the entire day, like, that whole argument thing was, like, affecting my mental. I even had to leave, like, something just to clear my head. I even have in the outline here that at around 3:30 p.m. on that same day, I blocked a lot of people who had either tried to calmly rationalize with me, which I'm very sorry about, but I was frustrated at the time. They posted memes to go against me, or were just memes that didn't have anything to do with the conversation, or had insulted me. So, yeah. I went on a petty blocking spree, and wasn't thinking rationally, so that's strike 2. And after that, I was told to log out of everything, like Discord, Twitter, even the YouTube channels, really, and take a 1-month break from the internet. And I was also told that I would not be allowed to make any sort of video or audio content until today, basically. So no streaming, no Twitter space to explain my perspective, no video on YouTube, nothing. Not even a Discord call. It's effectively like a 1-month break from the internet. Let's put it that way. And most of the accounts that I had blocked on that spree were eventually unblocked. Thank you, Tristan, for correcting my mistake. I owe you big time. Yeah. And 1 month passed, and yeah. I will say, like, during that 1 month, I was pretty happy. I didn't even have to, like, argue with anyone. I think the 1 month break, I was upset for like a couple weeks, and then it was just like whatever. Like, I really shouldn't be letting like other people affect my mental. That's like something that I need to work on. Like, obviously I hate that I did that now, but like looking back, it was kind of like, no, it wasn't even justified that I went on that petty blocking spree. What the hell was I thinking? Yeah, ooh, look. Tensions. No, I'm not even gonna give a fucking excuse. This is a fucking apology. I'm gonna own up to it. That petty blocking spree? No. Unacceptable. My bad. I would like to say that it won't happen again, but then again, my mental really isn't that great. Sure, it may be fine because this wasn't the first time that I've gotten into drama. Like, I remember way back in June, like, someone was impersonating me and my friends, and we were like, hey, get this guy off of here. He's harassing us. But I don't really think that case even works. I mean, it was harassment against. Well, it wasn't directed towards me. It was directed towards my friend. I was sort of like getting involved, but still, even then, like, no excuse for this one. I don't know. I'm just struggling to think of like how to structure it when I really should just be saying this is a mistake on my end. I really should be owning up to it. Whatever, something I gotta work on, I guess. 7, present day. Jesus Christ, we're not even done. I've still got an entire page left to go. 2 pages, Christ. All right, 7A, here we go. Hi, Simon, Sophie, whatever. I'm not doing like any sort of like, I'm not having people speak because I'm sort of explaining like my rationality. This is recorded, so like everything that I say will be eventually going up on YouTube later. So yeah, just so people can like listen back, and I'll explain why I'm doing the space later. Anyways, 7A. Once I was able to log back into my accounts, I did eventually tweet out an apology. No, the hell I didn't. I tweeted out something along the lines of, have you all decided to shut up yet? Okay. Yeah, sure. I was still pissed. I was still pissed from 1 month later, but not really as much. But whatever. I did eventually tweet out an apology. I did apologize for the original tweet because I didn't want to be known as the guy who was harassing Eclipse Studio over like a misunderstanding, not really knowing stuff. That one's on me. That's my own fault. In terms of other matters, I said that people shouldn't rely on AI to tune vocals, but I was also told that the AI doesn't tune the vocals and are done manually by the composer. This is still something I'm confused on. So, if the AI isn't the vocalist itself, nor does it tune the vocals, what does the AI do then? Because I'm either getting mixed signals or it's false advertising, and I'm not really sure which one that is. Just wanted to throw that out there. I also voiced my concerns over the actor potentially getting blacklisted from the industry, which was something that I didn't touch upon in the first instance. Yeah, going back to people saying, like, no, someone did say that people have told me, no, all right, here's what I wrote down in the outline. People have told me that singers don't get blacklisted from the industry for allowing their voice to be used in a database. You know what? I don't really know that much about like the singing industry. I wish I did, but I don't really know that. So that's a fair point. However, I know for a fact that if a voice actor were to loan their voice to a database, they will get blacklisted. I know that for a fact. I've seen it been mentioned before when the voiceover NFT thing happened way back in January of last year. So I was scared that it was going to happen again. And that was the main reason I used the voiceover NFT thing, because not only was it because it was an NFT service that Troy Baker was a part of, but he was also close to getting blacklisted from the industry. I'm actually kind of glad. I'm actually very glad that Troy Baker like broke off from the voiceover NFT thing after that whole big controversy. I still don't approve of what he's done though, but whatever. At least he isn't blacklisted, I guess. Not even counting that example, like I'm still not cool with AI voices in a database in general. Like back in like March of 2020, like there was this whole thing going around where someone used an AI vocal database to impersonate like other voice actors and get them to say like transphobic and homophobic stuff. Like, all right, I'm pretty sure at this point, like it's 2023. People should know that being transphobic and homophobic doesn't fly here. Like, if you are transphobic or homophobic, like, why? Like, come on, it's 2023. It's bad enough already. I shouldn't really say that. 2023 just started, but you get the idea. 2022, really, although I can't really say that, but whatever. Like, one, and this even happened to someone that I follow, like Chloe. Oh God, Chloe's gonna kill me for dragging you into this. Chloe Eves was impersonated by the person using this vocal program to have them say transphobic and homophobic stuff. It sucks. Like, that was another concern that I had. The account is gone now, was gone like a month after it happened. But the fact that it can be used to impersonate others and make them say stuff without their permission, like, that sort of is echoed again, because I also thought people would use Eric's voice to, have him say stuff that he doesn't want to say. And who knows, maybe make comments that he will have to clarify in the future about this. That's another concern that I didn't really talk about, but I guess it's still important, so whatever. What else? Yeah. The people that someone had said that was close to being blacklisted were Kim Si-won. No, I totally butchered that name. Kim Si-won. No, I got that right. And Yi-hon. Kim Si-won was arrested for blackmailing Lee Byung-hun, and Yi-hon made offensive comments. Yeah, I totally get that. However, that was Eastern culture, so yeah. Of course, it's going to be stricter. So, yeah. It is stricter in overseas companies. Hang on. Sorry, I know it is stricter in like overseas countries like Japan and Korea. So to break off with problematic individuals is to be expected. And then I really have wrapping up here, the last section. Well, the last section, so whatever. I really have no ill will towards any of the Eclipse Studio devs. I never wanted to harass them at all, or spread this so-called supposed misinformation, really. I was just scared that people would abuse this tech for malicious purposes, because that has been done in the past, and I didn't want it happening again. Because Eric was essentially blacklisting himself by lending his voice to this database. And I guess the fear of AI also influenced that whole mess. I know people are going to ask me questions like, why did you wait an entire month and a half to explain your reasoning? Which I kind of explained why, but not really. But yeah, media break, let's put it that way. And why couldn't you just explain this in a separate tweet or a twit longer? I don't like using twit longers. Twit longers are lazy. I didn't really know how to fit my tweet because I have a bad habit of trying to fit everything in like a single tweet. Or something along those lines. And I chose to do a space because I wanted to explain it in a way that I felt comfortable doing. Like, if I explain it, like, honestly, without like any sort of filters or explanation, like nothing to delay it, like, God, how the fuck do I phrase this? If I did a space, I can communicate more effectively to people because I suck at communication in general. That's the third point. Sure, paraphrase, but sure. Thank God I wrote that. I was having trouble. And again, I need to get better at communication. That's something that I need to do. But again, can't be perfect. So it's something I gotta work on. Some people may still hate me after this, and you know what? Totally fair. I don't blame them for a second. If you still have issues with how I handle things, which honestly were pretty poor, and sure, I'll try to do better, or you just have issues with me as a person, give me constructive criticism. Don't just come into my DMs insulting me, posting memes that don't have anything to do with the conversation. No. Tell me that I did wrong and tell me where I can improve. That's the best way that I can grow as a person. I want to get better. I want to be able to communicate more with people. Constructive criticism, usually the best way to do so. And going forward, I'm done. This is the last time I'm speaking of this matter. Which, yeah, sure. The last time I'm speaking of this matter, because I'm going to be downloading this and putting it on Twitter and just forgetting about it. I'm going to be moving forward from this. If you feel like you want to bring this up again in the future, cool. or you still hate me after this, let's just ignore each other and move on. And with that, I'm out of water and we're done. We're done with that. There is a section in here about like other updates, such as like stream updates, and like whatever. But I don't really want to get to that. Plus, I'm busy. Or getting busy. You know what? Fuck it. Here we go. Let's do this really quickly. Stream updates. I'm doing a 4K update to the webcam. I'll be finished with that in like mid-January. Don't quote me on that though, because I'm very busy and I don't really know how much I'll be able to get done. Sonic Frontiers. I wanted to stream it like this year, but I left my capture card back up at home. So I'm gonna wait until I bring my Switch, because I got the game for Switch this Christmas. I'm gonna wait till I got like the Switch up home, and I'm going to bring it up there where I have a second monitor and a capture card. So yeah, New Year's resolutions. I'm just gonna be quick. Try to stream more, but I'm a busy person, so yeah, we'll see how that works. Be more productive. That's just general, because I felt like I wasn't productive at all. I mean, how many fucking videos did I make? I don't really care to check. Make a song cover. Why the hell did I write this? Oh, that's why. I don't know. Something to think about. People were saying, like, if you think this is so hard, why don't you do it? Sure, I'll do it. Maybe. Who knows? Something to think about. Don't hold me up to that, though, because I'm very bad at keeping promises, but I do think that I might want to make a song cover in the future. I don't know. And last thing, make more shitposts that people will like. Sure, I'm a shitposter at heart. Why not? Last thing I have is answer any questions, but really I don't have time and I have to do something. So I'm sorry. I really thought I had more time to do this, but whatever. All right. That's it. I'm done. That is the entire outline summed up in like 45 minutes. 40 minutes. Who cares? If you still hate me, cool. Fair enough. Let's just ignore each other, move on from this. I'm done talking about it. All right? Cool. All right. I do have something to go do, so I'm going to end the space now and have it download in the background and work on that and upload it maybe tomorrow to YouTube, to the stream channel, really, this VOD channel, whatever. That's it. That's all I'm really gonna do. I'm gonna head out now. So, yeah, and if you got criticism, let me know. All right, that's it. I'm ending. Glad to get that off my chest. 2022 sucked. Let's hope this year's better. Peace out.